Thanks for joining me today as I share with you the second of a 3-part video vlog about our trip to Disney World this past June. If you're new, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notifications when a new video comes out. And if you missed part 1 of this series, I will link the video here and at the end. In my first video, I shared with you about our first resort day and our day at Animal Kingdom. Today, I'm going to tell you about day 3 of our vacation, which was at Hollywood Studios. Honestly, at first, I wasn't sure if this park would have enough for a toddler to enjoy, but they have definitely improved their game for offering rides and fun for every age. I love early mornings at the parks before they get super crowded, so we made sure to get up and get going so we could make it for early theme park entry. Since we were staying at Art of Animation, we jumped on the Skyliner, which was so quick and easy. Even in the mornings, it's a super fast transportation option. There are a few more people, obviously, than later in the day, but the wait was not long at all. The cast members made sure to take turns letting Pop Century guests into the main line and the Art of Animation guests in line. When we got into the park, we started heading towards Toy Story Land since those rides are open for early theme park entry. As we were getting closer to Toy Story Land, Goofy and Pluto were hanging out, and that was such a pleasant surprise since my son loves them. We bought lightning lanes for our park day, but our Toy Story Mania one wasn't until that evening, so we decided to just head straight there and switch up our lightning lane in the My Disney Experience app. This ride was a must-do for us. Our goal for this trip was to not walk back and forth in each park like we've done in the past. Our plan was to stay in a land, do everything we wanted, and then move on. We actually did this pretty well. Traveling with a toddler has totally changed how we view our park days. Next, we headed to Alien Swirling Saucers, which was my son's first and only for this trip height requirement ride. This was another walk-on for first thing in the morning. Pretty much after that, the crowds rushed in as the park officially opened. Once we were done in Toy Story Land, we headed to Galaxy's Edge since it was right there and we needed a snack. My son wasn't tall enough for any of these rides, and we decided we were going to stay as a family for this trip and not use Ride or Switch. But we love the theming here and wanted to spend time exploring. First, we made our way to Droid Depot. It's always fun to see the theming inside, and we wanted to check out the droids they had for sale. After Droid Depot, we went around to the milk stand. Personally, I like the milk in Galaxy's Edge. While we were enjoying it, some stormtroopers came out, so we just watched the scene play out. We then made our way to the marketplace and caught Sokka's kettle because my husband wanted the stormtrooper helmet popcorn bucket. We got some Outpost mixed, and it was actually pretty good. It had been a long time since we got it, so we were pleasantly surprised. After our time in Batuu, we headed to our lightning lane for Muppet Vision 3D. We normally wouldn't have gotten a lightning lane for this in the past, but since the show was going to close in 2 days, I wasn't going to risk not seeing it one last time. It was adorable as ever and a bittersweet moment as we left the theater for the final time. Again, we were trying to be strategic, so we made our way to Animation Courtyard for Cool Kids Summer. There were characters everywhere and the lines weren't too bad. We then headed into Star Wars Launch Bay. On our to-do list for this vacation was getting the special Chase Disney Visa Photo Pass opportunities. We weren't sure where exactly to go, so a cast member was kind enough to walk us over to the exact spot. If you go to Star Wars Launch Bay, towards the normal meet and greet spots, you'll actually take a right and wind your way towards the BB-8 character spot. There will be a cast member in a hallway over there, and you just show your Disney Visa card, and then they will show you the rest of the way. All of the Photo Pass pictures from the Disney Visa experiences are free to download. After enjoying the AC, we made our way over to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway since we got a lightning lane for it. This is an adorable ride and my son loved it. When we got done, we decided to get some lunch before we headed back for nap time. If you saw my previous vacation vlog video for this trip, I mentioned that our theme for food was lots of indoor seating in the AC. And we tried to choose restaurants nearby. We placed a mobile order at ABC Commissary and found some seats. We had never been here before, but it was actually pretty good. Heading back to the resort was a breeze for nap time with the convenience of the Skyliner. After a couple hours of rest, it was time to head back to Hollywood Studios. We had a lightning lane for Frozen Sing-Along for later that evening, so when we got to the park, we headed straight to Docking Bay 7 at Galaxy's Edge, which is one of our favorite restaurants at the park. It was delicious as usual and not too crowded yet, so we were able to find a seat inside, eat, and then continue on our way. We had a little time before we had to get to the Frozen queue, so we stopped at Doc Ondar's and looked around Galaxy's Edge to see anything else that we wanted to that day. The Frozen sing-along was fun and entertaining as usual, and it was nice to just chill in the AC and enjoy the show. After the show, we stopped in some shops along the way and headed to Trolley Car Cafe because one goal of this trip was to complete my Disney Parks collection of Starbucks mugs. The line was so long. Thankfully, since I was just getting the mug, I didn't have to wait as long as everybody else because there was a crowd of people waiting for their drinks. And that was our day at Hollywood Studios. We achieved our goals, ate some great food, and had a fun time without being too exhausted. We had one more park day ahead of us, so we headed back to the Skyliner and started to wind down for our next day's adventure at Epcot. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're enjoying the story of our family's June vacation. I'll post a final video of the series soon. See you later, and thanks for watching Optimistically Disney, where we love all things Disney.